Howdy everyone, Chef Alex Cardinale here, bringing you this week's featured recipe. And this week I'm giving you one of my all-time favorite dessert recipes and my favorite cupcake recipe. With tomorrow being Valentine's Day, I figured this would be the best time to give you my Red Velvet Cupcake recipe. If you guys know me, you know I love red velvet. And this red velvet cupcake recipe is moist and delicious. And I hope you give it a try. Now, red velvet is basically marble cake. It's half vanilla and half chocolate. It really is good. It really just is a marble cake with red food coloring. I really do love a red velvet cupcake. So I'm going to give you my homemade red velvet cupcake recipe as well as my cream cheese icing that you can top these red velvet cupcakes with. Now, if you're not a fan of cream cheese icing, you could use vanilla icing, buttercream, or chocolate icing as well. But I prefer my red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese frosting. Anyway, here is my recipe. You'll need 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. You will need 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. You will need a half teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt, a half cup of unsalted butter softened, 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, and you'll also need a half cup of buttermilk and 1 tablespoon of red food coloring, or more if you want a darker red color. For my cream cheese frosting, you will need 8 ounces of cream cheese softened. You will need a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter softened, 2 1/2 cups of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Preheat your oven to 350 and line a muffin tin with cupcake liners. Mix dry ingredients in a bowl. Whisk together the flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. Cream butter and sugar. In a large mixing bowl, beat the butter and sugar together until light and fluffy. Add the eggs and mix well. Stir in the vanilla extract and vinegar. Combine the wet and dry ingredients. Gradually add the dry ingredients to the butter mixture, alternating with the buttermilk, starting and ending with the dry ingredients. Mix in the red food coloring until the batter is evenly colored. Fill the cupcake liners. Divide the batter evenly among the cupcake liners, filling each about 2/3 full. Bake. Place the cupcakes in the preheated oven and bake for about 18 to 20 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Let them cool in the pan for a few minutes before transferring to a wire rack to cool completely. Now, to make the frosting. In a medium bowl, beat the cream cheese and butter together until smooth. Gradually add the powdered sugar, mixing well after each addition, and stir in the vanilla extract. Frost the cupcakes. Once the cupcakes are completely cool, spread or pipe the cream cheese frosting on top. And there you have it. There's my delicious red velvet cupcake recipe. Let me know how my red velvet cupcake recipe is if you use my recipe to make some delicious red velvet cupcakes. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more awesome weekly recipes. Enjoy your homemade red velvet cupcakes.